Welcome to BeerDisciples. I'm Ross Quintana.
I'm Rob Hubbard.
Rob Hubbard. Rob.
That's right.
All right, that's right. Now it's out in the universe. Rob
Hubbard
is out there. It just rolls so nice. I just love to say it. My kids love to say it. Welcome back to another bam, bitty, bitty, bam, Overcast. That's right. What's happening? I'm calling for Overcast Espresso Stout right here from Oakshire Brewing. Oatmeal stout with coffee. That just sounds smart. As a matter of fact, when I start brewing, I was already going to brew an oatmeal stout with coffee, because that makes sense. It's like breakfast. Rich, roasty, and lightning, blah, blah, blah. We'll see.
It holds promise.
Never had one from Oakshire Brewing, but I saw oatmeal. They had me at oatmeal and coffee, and I was like, yes, even if it's cheap, it's good. It's a good pairing. So let's get down to it. This actually, I thought when I bought it, because like $3.99 on the cap, and I thought, all right. In some ways, you want it to be like $8.99.
There's nothing on the cap either. It's just
yeah, exactly. Because $3.99 for a large beer makes me feel like, I'm gonna drink some crappy beer. But you know, then I checked on RateBeer and it was like, oh, this is a 98 overall and a 98 for the style, so it's got some great marks. I was expecting the 70s, and I was still willing to try it because I like oatmeal stouts. So, Oakshire Brewing, here we go. Let's check it out. Prove it. We just had Southern Tier's Oat, which I was so happy to try, and it was a solid A, very tasty. I agree with Roberto over here that it was better cold. It got roastier. It's great. I always say that when you deal with temperature, you get 2 beers with every glass.
Yeah.
So the first one I was like, sweet caramel, blah, 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 and loved it. And then as it warmed up, he doesn't like the roasty stuff, so it actually got worse for him.
Yeah.
I don't mind the roasty, but I actually preferred that beer in particular at a colder temperature. But people who like roast, it's great that you can just literally let the beer warm up and add more of what you like if you like it, or if you don't like that, you can drink it when it's nice and cold and avoid that roastiness. So let's see what's in the glass here on this one, because now we're dealing with coffee. And there we go. And spilt it like a true drunk man. Okay, that was really black. And you know, the one annoying thing, we always have great lighting, okay? I haven't got settled into my new house yet here, and so the lighting is too far away. Normally we can really see into that glass and see that action moving up. On this one, not as much, but that's okay. You're going to deal with it because you can't stop me. I'm over here on this side of the screen, and I control the buttons. At least until next time. Now look at that. Is that crazy? Wow, that's beautiful. That tells me we're going to be dealing with a pretty decent beer here, and knowing he doesn't care for coffee as much, he poured the wee little bit.
Just a wee little bit.
The angry Scotsman over here. So, neither Scottish nor angry, but that's beside the point again. When we control the media, see, we are running, they talk about this is the non-mainstream media, and we control it. So let's get to the look on that. I'm going to tell you, it looked good pouring in the glass. Quality in both the pour and in the color, very opaque, not seeing any light coming through there.
Very opaque.
So, gonna give it a nice 4.5 on that. And let's get to the nose now. Let's see what kind of coffee they did. Oh, snap dangle!
That smells like a cup of coffee.
Oh my goodness! And you know, it's really hard to get that because most people, their idea of coffee is just like dark roast. Like you smell roastiness and you think coffee, but it's really not the coffee smell. And that's always the big holy grail of coffee beers, is that it actually smells like actual coffee, not just dark roast.
Right.
Wow. I mean, that's making my nose happy.
That smells like
you
walked into a coffee shop.
That smells like we're sitting by the coffee machine at work, and we're about to start the day off. Hey, Ted, what'd you do last weekend? Hey, yeah.
That's right.
Dramatization for those people out there. All right, we'll stop sniffing. That sniff is a 5. Let's get to the taste. Wow, that's good. That's interesting. When it first hit my mouth, I got that real coffee smell,
yeah.
like just seconds before it hits your palate.
Like this is coffee all of a sudden.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
It has a coffee aftertaste too.
Yeah, body's not as big as the Southern Tier. You know, it's not as sweet or big, but they really have signature sweet big bodies.
Yeah.
You have some sweet big bodies, Southern Tier, and I like to look at them and actually taste them. I lick your sweet big body. It gets weird at that point.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to edit that
bit.
out. Don't worry, Robert. You have a medium to, I wouldn't say a small body, I'd say medium.
Changing the subject.
Look at this. Straight man.
This is like coffee.
And I wasn't talking about gay straight either. Straight man is in comedy. He's the straight man, but that was a double entendre. Okay, coffee?
Indeed. It's coffee.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't even taste the beer. I taste the coffee.
Like that coffee is, that's actually the strongest real coffee flavor in any coffee beer I've had.
I'd say that I'd call this like beer flavored coffee, not coffee
Yeah,
flavored beer.
it's like someone, unlike how they usually do it where they take the dropper of coffee and put it in the beer and you're like, I guess I can kind of imagine it. Here, they took a cup of coffee and put a couple drops of beer in it.
This would probably be good, near boiling.
I would love this. Let's see what it says here. 2 row. Oh, I gotta say, shouts out to Oakshire Brewing. This is my first one from them. Not only did I love the fact that they made a killer beer, and I will now add them to the list of brewers that I'm gonna check out, but secondly, let's see if they did the good thing and put the date on here anywhere. Are you a dater? Do you want to date me? I want to date you. Here we go. It says, humble brewers of delicious beer. But what I love is they at least have the ingredients here. They do have something, but it rubbed off. I don't know if that was the brew date. Pure Mackenzie Watershed H2O. Ooh, fancy water. North American 2-row malted barley, British roast, and chocolate malts. Other specialty malts. Other
specialty
We're not going to
malts.
tell you what they are. You don't need
Other
to know.
natural flavors.
Northwest hops and cold brewed I almost said espresso. Espresso. This is really good. I can't wait to see what this is like when it warms up. It may get better, actually.
It may.
This is good. Like, this tastes good even for coffee. Like, I wouldn't want to sit down and drink this is almost like a cappuccino flavor.
Yeah.
Like it's not just black coffee where you're like, eh. But there's something to it that makes it just enough, a little bit of malt to make it feel like it's, like there's a dash of cream, maybe.
Right.
I'm going to say this is, and for a coffee oatmeal stout, gosh, I got to go solid A. I almost will bust out an A+ on this. I'm teetering on the edge because they did coffee so well.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally the best coffee flavor out of a coffee beer I've had yet. So, but I want just a little more malt body.
Yeah.
So final thoughts on this. Really great. It delivers what it said it was going to do. I think that we're still looking at it warming up here, but I'm going to agree 98 overall, 98 for the style. I'm going to say this, from a coffee flavor standpoint, has delivered probably as good as I've had any kind of coffee addition into a beer as far as the flavor goes. Really delivered on that flavor, not the roastiness, but the flavor of it. Was very strong.
Actually, as it's warming up, I've tasted more of the malt body.
Yeah, sometimes if it's not overly roasty, if it's in that, that's what the oat should do, is balance it. And, makes
It tastes more like beer now that it's getting warmer.
So strong on the coffee. Awesome job. I will be looking for this brewery again. I love that they've got like Southern Tier. They put all their ingredients over here on the side for you, all the technical data, give you everything that you need. I can't tell if this little stamp was a date. It's very possible it was, which I'd give them super kudos if they did that. But I'm going to say check it out for sure. Yeah, this is an awesome beer. You can follow us on Twitter, beer_disciples. You can email us at thebeerdisciples@gmail.com. Subscribe below. We're always adding new videos. We're trying the beers so that when we find something exceptional, we're going to tell you, and you don't have to sit there and look at the 500 beers on the wall and just guess and waste your money. This is great. I can't wait to try something else from Oakshire Brewing. This has really impressed me already. So till next time, I'm going to say cheers.
Cheers.